A boy entered the girls' bathroom to retrieve his confiscated snacks, only to discover his teacher wasn't human at all. Terrified, Jack ran back to class, pretending he'd seen nothing. But the returning teacher seemed to sense something. During class, instead of teaching, she pulled out dozens of chocolate bars and handed them out to every student. The students ate them eagerly, except Jack, who didn't dare. He suspected his teacher was a monster and the chocolate was poisoned. Soon enough, his suspicions were confirmed. Students who ate the chocolate became zombie-like. He quickly wrote, "Don't eat the chocolate," and passed it to his two best friends. But the teacher caught his movement. She approached Jack with a warning look.
Cómete chocolate.
Thinking fast, Jack told her the chocolate had sugar in it, and his mom said chocolate would give him cavities. Faced with this excuse, the teacher had to let it go. After school, Jack wanted to know if his teacher really was a monster. He decided to investigate her house with his friends. Just as they entered her yard, something bizarre happened. Hearing noises, the teacher went out to check, while the three kids snuck inside. The house was deeply unsettling. A pot on the stove bubbled with foul-smelling food. When they reached the basement, they found the principal in the teacher's house. When Jack asked why he was there, the vacant principal didn't respond. Just then, footsteps echoed in the hallway. They quickly hid behind the sofa, but the teacher had already spotted them. She appeared behind them in an instant. Annie lifted Nick up, and just as she was about to hurt him, Jack charged at Annie first. Suddenly, the church bells rang out. It turned out Annie was extremely sensitive to noise. They used this chance to escape. When the bells stopped, Annie returned to normal. But when Jack got home, he was horrified to find chocolate on his windowsill. Annie stood below his house, staring up with menacing eyes. Jack was terrified. The next day, Jack told his mother about last night's events, hoping she'd help him escape the teacher, but she dismissed it as an excuse to skip school. Desperate Jack had no choice but to return. The school was holding graduation night, clearly Annie's harvest day. With her command, everyone present fell under her control. The next second, white smoke poured from students' mouths. This was the monster's pre-feeding ritual. Just as Annie prepared to feast, Jack ran out to stop her. Annie used telekinesis to control two teachers, forcing Jack before her. She tried to make Jack eat her chocolate. At this critical moment, his friends reached the broadcast room and played the loudest noise possible. The massive sound drove Annie into a frenzy. The noise literally tore Annie apart, and she vanished before their eyes. This thrilling movie is called Mi Maestra Se Comió a Mi Amigo.